In a way, Blood Brothers is more of a play with music. There's a lot of book, Liverpool accents, really heavy material. Blood Brothers takes place, it starts in 1960 in Liverpool. It follows a woman, Mrs. Johnston. She's a mother of 7 kids, finds out she's pregnant with an 8th. And with that news, her husband leaves her, so she's a single mother.
She's also very superstitious, and so that plays an important part in the plot of the play.
She ends up giving one of her sons away.
She doesn't want to give them away to welfare. She loves them. And so for her, it's a real dilemma of how to provide. And that's, of course, where she falls into a little bit of a trap.
One of the major themes in the play is class issues, the haves and the have-nots. And it really hit home for me in a way. I feel like as Americans, we're talking about class more than we ever have. And it felt like the right time to bring Blood Brothers back. I also got really excited. The show has an inherent theatricality, and I had a really clear idea about how to stage it that I got excited about. In Act 1, some of the actors play 8-year-old versions of themselves, so it really takes a certain level of actor. And then on top of all that, it's a musical and they have to sing. So we were looking for very specific people. We cast really talented guys for the brothers.
I mean, I'm probably the better looking one. You know how twins is always like the better looking one and the not so good looking one?
Yeah.
I'm the better looking twin.
During the casting session, that's what they mentioned to both of us.
It was important that they had a kinship and a magic. And through the course of the play, the 2 brothers meet and become friends, never knowing that they're brothers.
And then that sparks this amazing friendship that's based in play and dreaming and enjoyment.
And we follow their lives from the time that those brothers are 8 all the way till they're 25. And there's a girl who's a best friend of both of them who comes between them.
She falls in love with Mickey, who's one of the Blood Brothers. They sort of develop their little love thing while being friends with Eddie.
From my character, the unrequited love, where she just loves him as a friend and it's never really what he wants.
Eddie, I guess, secretly is falling in love with her while she's falling in love with Mickey. It's a love triangle, and she sort of is the victim for just being part of it.
So much love in that triangle that there's no way of solving that triangle.
The play spans a time period from 1960 to 1985. So there's some really fun fashion in that time period.
One of the exciting things about this production for me is I love mid-century clothing, so 50s, 60s, even into the 70s. It's a really exciting time for textiles as well as sort of textile technology, like it's the birth of polyester. Just really interesting mid-century textiles, so like you just don't really see patterns like this anymore. And other things are this kind of heavier knit. It's sort of chunky. All of you have it in your grandma's closet. You felt it before. It's a time period where lapels go on for miles. The other side of the design is hearkening into something that feels more English and Anglo and tweedy and Liverpoolian. So like I'm spending a lot of time with wools, things that as Americans we use as reminders of what England is like. It's a great time trip. It's a great place trip. I hope the costumes are as much a journey in themselves as the actors are going on in their characters.
So our set designer for Blood Brothers is Stephen Dobey, very talented.
This is the model of the gym at the Good Shepherd Memorial Church, and what I've done here for the model is I've split it in 2. So because our design and our production is going to be in the round, this is our view to the street, and this is our view to typically where the stage is. And so what we've done is, and this is not a first for APAC, but we've seated everybody in the round. The effect will be that the audience is the scenery, as is the case with most designs in the round, but most everything that you see that looks like theatrical architecture is something that APAC has added to this gym space.
Christine O'Grady is doing the musical staging. She has an amazing brain, and so she's taken the vision and run with it. Julianne Merrill is the musical director who, I mean, we're all just feeding off each other. Despite the fact that it has a very tragic ending, it's a very funny musical.
You'll laugh a lot. You'll laugh a lot, you'll cry a lot.
It's downright bawdy at times, but it is absolutely hysterical.
Definitely high comedy, high farce, I'd say. It's definitely like Lend Me a Tenor, kind of Book of Mormon, kind of farcical thing. Not at all, no, it's not at all. It's
I find there's a lot of
there's
humor,
humor in it. Yeah, yeah.
It is, I agree. It's very funny. It's not Book of Mormon.
I know. I'm joking. It's not anything like that.
I feel like the audience, they're gonna fall in love with these characters, that it's gonna be so heartbreaking when things don't work out the way they want them to.
The two brothers and all the supporting characters, Mrs. Lyons, Mr. Lyons, that Linda and Sammy, like all the characters are so right on the money for what you want them to be and what they should be.
The production values are beautiful. The cast is incredible. The whole creative team is great. And the show is so good.
We've put essentially a year's worth of time of work into this production, particularly a lot in the last 2 months. And after 12 performances, it'll be over. And I hope APAC audiences and audiences who have never been to APAC don't miss this one. It is, I can't tell you, I can't sleep at night after rehearsal because I'm so excited by the work in the room. The script keeps revealing itself to us in exciting ways. The actors are so good. The storytelling is so exciting. It's just unmissable. It's only $18, and Blood Brothers hasn't been in New York since 1995, so don't miss it because I don't know when it'll be back.